So as I did my brief analysis, now I know that I have all these kinds of zones, right? So this is where programming comes into place. Now I need to fit these zones into different areas. So if I know commercial zone, for example, occupies 16,000 square meters, then that means it will either occupy two whole floors of 8,000 square meters or one floor of 8,000 square meters and then a half 4,000, a half 4,000. So that's probably what I will do. That makes the most sense, or that looks okay. So I'm going to have it linked to first floor, and then the construction method is, so the reason I'm working with zones is because a zone is actually a 3D object. And you see, once I have saved it, once I have placed it, it comes with the color. And if we go to 3D, I have here, oh, let me play around with my layer combinations, and I'll create a layer combination whereby we are able to see the zones. So I'll rename this as be programming. So for this, I need everything except my zones to be off. So I'm going to go to zones. I usually place them as room. So room name. So that's there, room names. That's annotation. So I need to create a new layer for zone. So I'll go to model primary, create a new layer, call it 1, place that tag, zone 3D. This dot is so that it can have an extension here, and then I need that to be on and unlocked within this. So I'll update that, click OK. And then I need to have my mesh, this mesh tool, this morph, I want it to be in a layer, in a layer where I can switch off the opacity. So I'll create a new layer to be shown in programming. So I'll go back here, create a new layer, 1, and then call it massing, give it an extension name 3D. Okay. So for this, I want it to be on, yes. Let's switch off the roof and update. I want it to be on, the massing, but I want it to be transparent. So under programming, I'm going to switch off quite a few things so that I'm remaining only with my zones and my massing and my ArchiCAD layer, obviously. Maybe let's have the furniture layer on so that we can work with. So update, click OK. And oh yeah, so reason why this hasn't changed because we need to change the layer for this to go to massing, and on ground floor we need to change the layer of our zone to be zone. So let's change the layer again when it's all on. Need this to be on, need this to be on, click update. Okay, so that when we go to 3D, zone 3D, it's not working as it's supposed to. Control L. My zone is on, is unlocked. High detail override. So what's with my zone? Why is my zone not showing, not displaying in 3D? Oh, the surface. So let's have the surface as color red. It's still selected. Yeah. So it's a commercial zone. That's really the name. And the model. Um, so something is plaguing our model right now and causing zones not to display as they're supposed to. So not sure what the reason for that is. Mhm. It's on the right there and everything, and the area is okay. Okay, so I'll figure it out. So on ground floor we have our commercial zone. So I'd like maybe to have the commercial zone occupying half of my second floor and half of my third floor. So I'm going to draw it in again. So maybe have it work like that. So that's on the first floor. And then here, let's trace what is below us. And in this case, maybe we can have it do this. Do that instead. So we have the contour line. So that's the zone on the second floor. Let's also have it on there and on the first floor. So on the first floor, we have the commercial. It makes sense to have social amenities occupying the rest of the space. So that's what I'm going to do. Take up social amenities and have it as that. And on the second floor, I'm going to have some social amenities. Maybe as per my zoning, I want all the social amenities to be happening on that side. So, and then I want now maybe my medical plaza to be here. And then when I go to my podium, now here is where we start having the maybe I would want to have now my religious religious occupying somewhere like this. So let's snap it there. Religious to occupy that much. And then I want maybe this Doctor's Plaza to extend 2 floors so that it goes all the way. And then I want it to show on multiple floors. So actually I'm going to undo that, and then I'm going just to copy it to the next floor, and then fill in the rest of this space with social amenities. So as I work, I'm basing most of my decisions on guesswork. So you guys should have actual area to back this up, to back this data up, that you don't find yourself in problems as you move forward.